Here is Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross, and Diana Day in
Why Mothers Leave Home. Listen, Alfie, I mean it. I'll bet you 10 pence that the fingers and thumbs on my hands had up to 11.
You blimey. You're having to twist your crackers. There's only 10. I can see them 5 on each hand.
All right, if I can prove to you that my fingers and thumbs had up to 11, will you give me the 10 pence?
Yeah. But I've told you, you're bonkers. Do, Lally.
Right, Alfie, I'll show you. Put your money on the table first.
Yeah, there you are. 10 pence. Now, go on, get counting.
Now then, both hands from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Like I said, you're as daft as a brush.
Well, just to make sure I've got it right, I'd better check back, eh?
You check back. Yeah, go on, man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5's 11, right? Thanks, Alfie. I'll see the money's well spent.
Just a minute. It's a swindle.
No, it isn't. 6 and 5 is 11, isn't it?
Well, yes, but how did you do it? Show me again.
Right, put your money down.
Don't show me for nothing, you little robber.
Alfie, stop shouting. I can hear you in the street.
Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. Sure, Jimmy. He was just showing me. Susan, you like a bet sometimes, don't you?
What? Yes. Oh, where's Mother and Grandad?
Yeah, in the other room. Listen, Susan, I'll bet you 11 pence that my fingers and thumbs add up to 10. No, that's not right.
Alfie, if we tip your head over to the left, which hero would the sawdust come out of?
The left one, of course. Susan, is it all right for me to thump him?
Be quiet, Alfie. I'm trying to think. Now then, the train's 6:35. I've my suitcase to pack. Taxi to the station.
What's this? Train, suitcase, taxi to the station? Alfie, it's happened at last. My dreams have all come true. Smashing, wonderful.
What are you on about?
Oh, Susan, she's leaving home.
Yeah, well, be quiet. Susan, what's up? Well, why are you leaving home? Have you had a row with somebody?
Not yet, but I will do if you don't shut up. I'm going to London. Now then, how much money do I want? Single ticket to Euston?
Single? Alfie, I was right. She's not coming back.
Will you shut up? My boss will bring me back in his car after it's all over.
Oh, well, that's fine, yeah. After what's all over, Susan?
Alfie Hall, I don't know what you're thinking, but this is business.
Yes, monkey business.
I'll smack you in a minute. It's a business convention, Alfie. It goes on for several days, and Mr. Mortimer wants me to be there to do all the secretarial work. Now, I've just got 2 hours to catch that train, so stop pestering me. The pair of...
Well, what a rush that was. I'm glad I went to see Susan off, though. Now, I'd better introduce you two properly. Auntie Lily, this is a good friend of the family, Humphrey Brocklebank.
How do you do? Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, and me too. Likewise.
I told you about Auntie Lily, didn't I, Humphrey?
Ah, yes, the lady who's just given up a seafaring life as a ship's stewardess, but is staying with you till her new house is ready for occupation.
Oh, doesn't he say it lovely?
Yes, Auntie Lily, I was thinking about you staying with us.
I knew it. I've been in the way, haven't I? You want to be rid of me. Is that it?
No, of course not. We've loved having you here. You know that.
Oh, well, I'm sure you mean it, Pat. Which is more than I can say for your father, the old Scotsman.
Oh, come now, madam. Mr. Sinclair may have his faults like the rest of us, but a kinder man never lives and breathes.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like him. Even though I'm not his side of the family, I'm very fond of the Scotch. Especially with a drop of soda water.
Look, Auntie Lily, you mustn't let Father worry you. I was just going to say that now Susan's gone to London, you could move out of Jimmy's room and have hers.
Oh, yes. Now, perhaps that'd help to put Peter in a better mood. I know he's not happy sharing his bedroom with Jimmy.
Yes, well, I can sympathize with him. I once had the misfortune to share a bedroom with Master James, and occasionally I dream about it. My sister has to wake me up and comfort me.
Yes, yes, anything can happen when our Jimmy's around.
Get in that room, you wee scamp.
Grandad, don't lose your temper. You know it makes your neck swell.
Father, what's the matter now?
It's him. He's waiting for me to come out of the pub.
What?
I was showing him how to win some beer money, ma'am. A trick, 11 fingers and thumbs.
Oh, dear. James showed me that one. I lost 5 pence.
Oh, I am sorry. It was just a little trick I learned on the boat. I thought it would amuse Jimmy.
I might have known it was your idea, Lily. Typical of your side of the family. Tricking people out of their money.
And it's typical of your side of the family having no sense of humour. You're all the same, you Scotch lot.
But they have got a sense of humour, Auntie. You've heard the bagpipes, haven't you?
I'll spike you in a minute.
Now, Father, will you please be quiet? You're not in the pub now.
No, Grandad, sober up. Shut up, she means.
That'll do, Jimmy. Look, Father, if you'll just listen for a minute, I might have some good news for you. I've just been talking to Auntie Lily, and she'll be moving out of Jimmy's bedroom.
Oh, she's going home. I'll carry the luggage down.
Her house won't be ready till the decorators are finished. Auntie Lily can move into Susan's room, and Jimmy can go back into his own.
Oh, thank goodness for that. It's like sleeping in a saloon bar with me, Grandad. When he comes home from the Rose and Crown, he fills the bedroom with beer fumes. You know, 3 mornings running, I've woke up with a hangover.
Jimmy, that's enough of that.
Yes, you behave yourself.
You must have had a very interesting life on the ocean wave, Mrs. Arnold.
Oh, yes. I've been everywhere, seen everything. You name it, I've sailed across it, through it, round it, past it, and into it. Eh, Peter?
Oh, aye, we've heard all about you, Lily. 30 trips to America, a dozen trips to Australia, 7 times round the world.
And a quick day out on the Mersey ferry.
Shut up, Jimmy. I tell you a trip I did that you never met, Lily. Right round the northern coast of Canada on an icebreaker.
Go on, pull the other leg. It's got ship's bells on it.
I'm telling you, I was on loan to the Canadian Navy, and what's more, I've got photographs upstairs to prove it.
He's right, Auntie Lily. Our Navy swapped him for a barrel of rum.
I shan't tell you again, Jimmy. Look, let's all have a cup of tea and forget it.
I'd forgotten it already. Icebreaker indeed.
It's true, Auntie Lily. Grandad, tell her. Spit your death. Go and fetch your scrapbook down and prove it.
I will not. My word should be good enough for any woman.
Yes, Auntie Lily, you'll have to believe him, or we'll have the same trouble we had with the fish shop woman.
Oh, you mean your granddad told us something, but you wouldn't believe it without the proof?
Yes, but as my granddad said afterwards, what he wears under his kilt's his own business. Hey, look, Alfie, these are photos of me granddad. I borrowed his scrapbook to show you.
Yes, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm writing to Susan. Dear Susan, up in this pine view as it leaves me, fed up, miserable, and missing you terribly.
Oh, listen to him. She only went last night. I was telling you, Alfie, these are the pictures me granddad wouldn't show me Auntie Lily.
Last night, Susan, I laid in bed just gazing at your photo, and the next thing I knew, it was this morning.
Well, that's fair enough. Our Susan's face would put anybody to sleep.
See, I'll smack you. No, not you, Susan. I love you. Oh, what am I saying?
Never mind what you're saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I got this scrapbook out specially to show you. My granddad on the icebreaker in Canada.
Yeah, I'd like me look.
Careful with it. This scrapbook's very precious to me granddad. He doesn't like anybody touching it.
Oh, there he is on the deck on the icebreaker. Oh, Jimmy, it must have been a rough trip. Why did he go on it?
To get some lumps of ice for his whiskey.
But he only has water with it. Oh, why do I listen? Why?
Because your brain works slower than your ears.
Yes, James. As one stands here in your grandfather's garden, one looks around, thinks of Mother Nature, and says to oneself,
What a right mess she's made of this lot.
that will do. The garden is looking quite delightful. Your grandfather's done wonders with it for his age.
Well, don't forget, he had a lot of practice in the Garden of Eden.
Oh, come, James. He's not that old. It's an amusing thought, though.
Is it? Well, when we see me Grandad, I'll tell him what I said and how you laugh.
James, you do nothing of the kind. I got in enough trouble with Mr. Sinclair last night defending dear Mrs. Arnold, your great-aunt Lily. It was a pity there had to be all that argument, just because your grandfather wouldn't produce his scrapbook.
Well, he certainly had a go at you about it. Brocklebank, I may not go and get the book, but I'm definitely ready for a scrap.
Yes, I was sorry to see him in such an ugly mood. He was quite... oh, talk of the devil, here he comes.
Oh, hello, young Jim.
Hello, old Nick.
What are you doing out here?
Laughing at your garden with Mr. Brocklebank, looking at it.
Oh, so you think my garden's funny, do you, Brocklebank?
No. It was a joke about your age.
My age is no laughing matter. What else have you been saying about me?
He said he was sorry because you're ugly.
What?
James! That's not what I said. You're twisting my words.
If you don't be quiet, I'll be twisting your neck. Jim, I want a word with you, my lad.
What is it, Grandad?
Who's been poking their nose in my drawers?
Grandad? I never touched your drawers. Or your vest.
We'll have no jokes for once. Somebody's been in my room. Opened my drawers. Taken out my scrapbook. It's missing.
Oh, well, now listen, Grandad, you see...
And whoever took it, I'll kill him. Go on, Jim. What were you saying?
Nothing, Grandad. I was just breathing heavy.
Well, I think I'll stroll back home now.
Just a minute, Brocklebank. You were there last night when Lily wouldn't believe me about the icebreaker. The proof's in the scrapbook. Now it's missing.
Mr. Sinclair, I want no part of this, thank you.
No, because you know as well as I do that while I've been out this afternoon, that nosy Lily Parker's been in my room.
No, it was this morning, Grandad.
What's that?
I mean, it could have been this morning when she had gone in your room, if she did.
Did you see her go in?
No, come out. I mean, she hadn't been in. She was walking backwards. Perhaps I dreamt it, Grandad.
Yes. There must be some simple explanation.
Well, it's funny, Aunt Lily. Where did you say you found Father's scrapbook?
On his chair under the cushion. I was tidying up the living room, and there it was.
Oh, well, perhaps he was looking at it last night after we'd all gone to bed. Anyway, I'll give it to him for you.
Oh, yes, do that, Pat. I'd give it to him myself, but I must run downtown and get those curtains ordered for the house. No, on second thought, I won't run downtown. I'll get a book.
Right you are. I'll have the tea all ready for when you get back.
All right, Pat. I'll get my coat and nip out the front way. Ta-ra.
Cheerio.
Come in, Mr. Brocklebank.
Thank you, James.
Excuse me, Pat, while I just fill my watering can. What's that on the table?
Huh? Oh, it's your scrapbook.
I know that. Where did you get it from?
Auntie Lily gave it to me just now.
Oh, did she? Well, Pat, if you'll just tell me where she is, I'd like to thank her for returning it.
With a rolling pin.
What? Father, what are you on
The
about?
nerve of the woman. She's got a cheek.
She's got two, Grandad. One either side of her face. In fact, now I've come to think of it...
That will do. Humphrey, do you know what Father's talking about?
I'm afraid I do, Mrs. Clitheroe. Mr. Sinclair suspects, nay, insists that Mrs. Arnold, your Aunt Lily, took the scrapbook from his dressing table drawer without his permission.
Oh, I see. Well, she told me she found the scrapbook on your chair, Father, under the cushion. So when she gets back from town, you can either apologize for your behavior lately or accuse her of stealing.
Well, I won't say anything this time, but it won't happen again, I assure you. The next time that woman walks into my bedroom, it'll be over my dead body.
Or if it's after closing time, over his dead drunk body.
I've just been upstairs to tidy your room and I can't get in. There's a padlock on the door.
I know. I put it there.
What on earth for?
To stop people punching things from my room.
Grandad, has somebody been nicking your empty bottles?
Keep quiet. Look, pal, if you're still on about that silly scrapbook of yours, Auntie Lily said she found it on the chair.
I know what she said. But the book didn't come downstairs on its own.
Maybe you brought it down yourself, Grandad, and you just don't remember.
Oh, don't be stupid. There's nothing wrong with my memory.
Well, it wasn't so good last New Year's Eve when you slept on the settee because you couldn't remember where your bed was.
Of course I knew where my bed was. I was just too hard to bother. Now keep out of it.
Yes, go out and play. I've got a few things to say to your Grandad. I don't want you to hear.
Very nice of you to help me pack, Mr. Brocklebank.
Not at all, Mrs. Arnold. Shall I fold these, your lingerie?
My what? Oh, my undies. No, don't bother. Just pass them over. I'll bung them in my case.
Hello, Auntie Lily, Mr. Brocklebank.
Hello, son.
Hello, James.
Ooh, Mr. Brocklebank, what pretty underpants you wear.
Don't be silly. They aren't mine. They're your aunt's underpants. I mean panties. They're lingerie.
Oh, you're just borrowing them.
Yes. No, of course not. Why should I borrow your aunt's their things?
Well, you once borrowed my mum's frock.
You did what?
It was for a church pantomime. Cinderella. I was one of the ugly sisters, Mrs. Arnold.
Oh, I see.
You should have seen the panties he wore then. Big, long, red ones. Where did you borrow them? From Fatty Eccles?
Look, James, your aunt is leaving to go to her own house, and I am merely helping her to pack.
Leaving? But I thought your house wasn't ready yet.
No, it isn't. But I'd sooner sleep on the bare boards than spend another night under the same roof as that grandfather of yours.
What's happened? Has he been playing his bagpipes in the bath again?
Oh, that father of mine drives me mad sometimes. Oh, you're back, Jimmy.
Yes, Mum. Hey, my Auntie Lily's leaving and going to her house.
I know, and so am I.
You are?
Oh, Mrs. Clitheroe.
I'm going with you, Auntie Lily, till that bad-tempered old fool learns some manners.
Oh, now, Pat, I didn't want to cause trouble between you and your father.
He's the one who's caused the trouble. I told him I'm going and I won't be back till that padlock comes off. And he apologizes to both of us.
Well, Mum, what about me? I'm starved to death. It's all right for me, Grandad. All he needs is a couple of meat pies and a bottle opener.
I'll come round to see you, and Grandad can do the cooking.
Oh, no, not me Grandad's poison again. The last time you were away for a day, he made some dumplings. And it took 3 of us to lift the pan off the stove.
Don't be funny. I'm in no mood for your sarcastic remarks. You'll just behave yourself while I'm away.
I don't understand, Jimmy. I mean, what do you mean your mum's gone?
She's left home.
You mean she's run away?
That's right. She slung a bundle over her shoulder. Put the cat under her arm and walked out with the neighbours shouting, "Turn again, Clitheroe! Lady Mayor of Salford!"
But you haven't got a cat.
No, so she had to borrow one, you daft muffin.
James, this is not funny. The truth is, Alfred, that Mr. Sinclair asked Mrs. Arnold to leave because he suspected her of not telling him the truth.
Did he?
No, what he really said was, "Sling your hook, you lying old sea cook."
James! Anyway, Alfred, the upshot was that Mrs. Clitheroe decided to go and stay with Mrs. Arnold to help her settle in her new house.
So you mean Mrs. Clitheroe's last home?
It's quick, you know. How did you guess, Alfie?
I didn't guess, Mr. Brocklebank. Oh, shut up. What was all the trouble over, Mr. Brocklebank?
Well, Mr. Sinclair accused Mrs. Arnold of going into his room and taking his scrapbook without permission. Apparently he doesn't like anyone touching it. It's full of photographs, you see, from his seafaring days.
Oh, I know. Jimmy showed it to me. And he said his grandfather didn't like anybody.
James did what?
He said his grandfather didn't like...
No. James showed you the book when?
Oh, he can't remember exactly, can he, Alfie?
Well, no, not exactly.
There you are, see.
It was sometime yesterday.
Oh, heck. I'll just go and see who's ringing at the front door.
You stay here. The doorbell did not ring.
Well, it might be broken. I'll just go and check.
Come here, James, you little villain.
Now, Mr. Brocklebank.
So, You took the scrapbook and you let your aunt be blamed.
I told me Grandad me auntie wouldn't go in his room.
Oh, yes, after you'd sown the seeds of suspicion first. Well, I am going to call your grandfather in from the kitchen, and you are going to tell him the truth.
You must be joking. It'd make me into a haggis.
You took the book, so you'll take the punishment instead of your aunt.
He'll pull me pants down and belt the bottom off me. I knew he wouldn't do that to me Auntie Lily.
I am not going to discuss this, James. Either you tell your grandfather you took the scrapbook, or I'll do it for you.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Brocklebank. Don't worry, he won't pull your pants down either.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I wish I did. Why would his granddad pull everybody's pants off?
So we can wear kilts. We can.
James, have I got to tell your grandfather?
Oh, Mr. Brocklebank. Please.
It's no good weeping, James. I insist that you confess.
Oh, all right then. I'll tell him.
Good. I'll call him. Mr. Sinclair! Mr. Sinclair! Could you come here a moment, please? You'll feel much better, James, once it's off your chest.
It's not my chest I'm worried about.
What do you want, Humphrey? I'm cooking something.
Oh, well, you better get back quick, Grandad. We don't want it burning.
Mr. Sinclair, James has a confession to make.
Confession? What does he mean, Jimmy?
Oh, well, it's about your scrapbook.
Well,
Mr. Brocklebank wants me to tell you that my Auntie Lily didn't take it. He says I should tell you that I took it.
Yeah, that's right. No, it isn't. James, you didn't put it quite properly.
But that's what you told me to say.
oh, did he?
Yes, he said I'm to take the blame instead of my auntie.
I see.
No, James, you're making it sound as though I invented it.
Well, it wasn't my idea. Alfie, didn't Mr. Brocklebank tell me to confess?
Oh, yes, he did. Don't you want him to now, Mr. Brocklebank?
Of course I do,
Brocklebank, why don't you keep your big nose out of my affairs?
but I assure you, Mr. Sinclair, James did take your scrapbook. Tell him, James.
Right. Grandad, I took your scrapbook, not Auntie Lily.
There you are.
Did I say it right that time, Mr. Brocklebank?
James.
You must think I'm a right idiot, Brocklebank, expecting me to fall for this.
James, will you please tell him the truth?
Of course I will. Mr. Brocklebank said he wanted me to confess. He said either I could tell you or he would tell you, so I'm telling you. Grandad, I took your scrapbook, so will you please punish me and be friends with my Auntie Lily and my mum?
That's enough. I admire you, son, for trying to help, but I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense.
But Mr. Sinclair, I assure you...
Oh,
that-
give up, Brocklebank, you stupid ninny.
Well, Grandad, aren't you going to smack me for taking your scrapbook?
No, because I don't believe you, and I don't want to hear another word about it.
Well, that's that. I'm sorry, Mr. Brocklebank, but I did my best.
Oh, well, Mr. Sinclair, I have brought the ladies back as you requested.
Thank you, Humphrey. Come away, Lily. Hello, Pat.
Hello, Father.
Well, we're here.
I hope you'll accept my apology, both of you.
Oh, I'm glad you're back, Mum, especially before supper. Only Grandad can cook his porridge.
Well, porridge can be very nice.
Not when it smells of thick twist.
Now, that'll do. Don't you be cheeky.
Oh, don't shout at Jimmy, Pat. It was him that made me realize how wrong I was.
Oh, was it?
Aye. He made me feel ashamed of myself. Do you know, he tried to convince me that he was responsible for all the trouble. He tried to take the blame, didn't he, Humphrey?
Yeah, well, yes, in a way.
He wanted me to punish him so long as I'd be friends with Lily.
Oh, Jimmy, son, you're a little darling.
Ah, he is that. He's a lesson to us all, isn't he, Humphrey?
Oh, yes, we can all certainly learn a lot from James.
Oh, don't embarrass me. I'm not that good.
At some things you are.
Well, thank you, son.
Oh, it was nothing, Mum. There's no need to thank me. Just double my pocket money.
I hope you don't mind me coming in the back way, Mr. Sinclair, but my man sent a steak and kidney pie over for you and Jimmy, seeing that you're on your own. But you're not, are you? You're here. Hello. No, not you, Mr. Sinclair, although you are. I mean, hello, Mrs. Clitheroe is, and Auntie as well. Your kettle's boiling.
Oh, are they? The kettle is...
Now, let's all lie down for a minute. And Alfie can pour the pie in the kettle and we'll eat it through the spout.
Oh, James, you are naughty. I must say, I am a little confused, Alfie.
No, he's a little confused, Alfie. You're a big confused Humphrey.
All right, Jimmy, now don't you try to be clever.
I'm glad to see you're all friends again. You are, aren't you?
Oh, yes, Alfie, we're all friends, thanks to Jimmy.
You did it.
Yes. You were here, Alfie, when Jimmy was trying to persuade me that he was to blame for the trouble.
Oh, yes, but you didn't believe him.
Aye, but afterwards I felt ashamed of myself. So I asked the ladies to come back, and I said I was sorry.
Well, you should be sorry for not believing Jimmy, because he was telling the truth.
Alfie's getting confused again. Well, thanks for the pie, Alfie. Ta-ra.
Oh, ta-ra. Goodbye, everybody.
Just a minute, Alfie. What do you mean Jimmy was telling the truth?
Jimmy was telling the truth. He did take his granddad's scrapbook out of his room, and then he showed it to me. The book, not the room.
Oh, heck.
What? Do you mean he really was to blame?
Yes. Oh, blooming heck. But didn't you know?
Why didn't you stay at home and stuff that pie in your big mouth?
So, you're a little darling, are you? You're lying, young scamp.
I didn't lie. I told the truth.
But you knew very well I didn't believe you.
Well, you can't blame me. That's the trouble in this house. Nobody ever believes a word I say.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, Diana Day as Susan, Colin Edwin as Humphrey Brocklebank, and Rosalie Williams as Auntie Lily. The program was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself.
I thought you'd like to know I didn't get smacked. But I got sent to bed without any supper, not even a bowl of porridge. I told Alfie I'd never forgive him unless he sneaked his mum's pie up to my bedroom. So he did. He waited till nobody was looking, hid the pie under his coat, dashed into my room, fell over the bed and squashed the pie all over his pullover. Oh, don't some mothers have 'em? Ta-ra!